When they he's got a girlfriend from Luo, Anyango from a clan called Ugenya, Anyango is called from Sakwa, or from Bondo. He gets interested in the book because he wants to know where his girlfriend is coming from and where his wife will come from. If, say, a man from a given clan marries a lady, after a relationship, the product is absolute, even the arrangement is absolute, isn't it? Now the product among the Luo will belong to the father's side. I've not been poor. My father gave me enough to go to school.
Yes.
No, I'm just,
Yes.
My father died when I was young, but I had insurance policy. So I went to school up to finish university. Our time, the jobs were there. So you can't be say you're poor.
You have heard this phrase, perhaps. Being a Luo is a lifestyle. Well, today we have a guest who perhaps can help us all understand what it means to be Luo. He is uniquely qualified to do so, having written this book. His name is Felix Okatch. The book is Luo Clans and Legends. Karibu.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So let me start with a very broad question.
Yeah.
Where did the Luo come from?
Thank you very much for that question. As to where the Luos came from. In the discussions, people always talk about who is the earliest person they remember from their place. Like in the Bible, there's Adam and Eve.
Okay.
In the Luo, there was what they call Sinakuru. Those Sinakuru in Southern Sudan. Sinakuru became the father of other people, Taifo, Joka Jok, many others. Up the time came one called Ramogi. That's where the Luos came from. And as I said that, I'm borrowing also from what Professor Got wrote, because Got also did a lot of research on the Luos. There was also one called Shadrach Malo. He wrote about the Luos in the Luo language. So both of them refer to the name Sinakuru was the start. Then comes down up to one called Ramogi 1, Ramogi 2. So Ramogi 2 is the one who came up to Kenya and they settled around Ramogi Hill.
So where did they originally live before they came to Kenya?
It is alleged that I'll put them as Nilotics. And I got this information when I went to Uganda and Ramogi area. These Nilotes, when they're moving, there are some because of war, there's some because of searching for greener pasture. They are going uphill where the river was coming from. You see, when you're in Sudan and coming this side, you're going uphill, not downhill, because the water comes from upside.
True.
Now, among the Nilotics now, there are a group called Ataker. Ataker are the Karamojong, the Langi, the Teso. The features are like Luos, but they don't talk Luo. Then the others who went to West Nile, Lubara, Madi, they also like Luos, but they don't talk Luos.
So
that's from Southern Sudan.
They're in Sudan?
In Sudan,
okay.
They was coming down.
Okay.
As they were coming down, the others whose languages are similar to Luo, Gabela, Padola, and the others. So those and their languages are similar to Luo. So that when you talk to them, when a Luo is talking, they say this one's like a Luo. The language is not exactly the same, but similarities. So that's where my book is capturing all those languages are similar to Luo. But all these are Nilotes from Karamojong, the Lango, Madi, actually Lukbara, they're all Luos.
Okay.
All Nilotics.
So is language the measure we use to know that they are related to the Luo?
Thank you for that question. It's true, because when you get a community, culturally, language is a unifying factor. Because if people talk one similar language, it means they're from one ancestry. Then languages also changes with time in terms of accent and other things. So these ones who talk Luo, who are mentioned in my book, their similarity, one can hear one another, you can understand, but there are a bit small similarities. There were some similarities. But when it comes to Kenya, the 6 million Luos who are target of my study, them the Luo language is the same, except tone. Like in Kenya now, if a Luo from Ugenya is talking, you know this guy is from Ugenya. If one from Southern Nyanza is talking, you know this man is from Southern Nyanza. But it's the tone, but the language is the same.
The reason I ask this question is because we have seen that language does not always move through how you would think that the people born from this tribe are going to speak this language. We see language moving through trade, through conquest, through what is the dominant culture in the area. So for instance, you have the Suba.
Yeah.
They speak Luo.
Yeah.
Which means but they are not Luo.
Yeah.
In terms of their
Yes.
genetic, right?
Yes.
So you would say they are ethnically not Luo.
Yes.
But they are Luo culturally.
Yeah.
So how do we know that some of these people who we say are related to the Luo because of the language?
Yeah.
What if they are not just like the Suba? What if the Luo or the Nilotic languages were very dominant, such that wherever the Luo went, the people in those areas, and they took up the Luo language as well and culture?
There are cases like I mentioned, Acholi, Lango, and Lubara. There's similarity in the languages, right? You can say this one is similar to that. Now, when it comes to the Suba starts, the story in the book starts in 1797, when a king called Junju was murdered. And the other one, Semukiro, wanted to follow those who had murdered King Junju.
He was the king of who?
In Buganda, around Mengo, there was a king called King Junju.
Okay.
His younger brother called Semukiro. So there were differences. So Semukiro, the prince, sent some soldiers to go and question Junju on certain things. In the process of questioning, because king did not want to be questioned, they ruffled the king and they killed him. When they killed him, Semukiro changed now, wanted to punish these fellows for killing his brother. The soldiers were many: Basoga, Bagisu, Banyankole, Banyarwanda, and a bit of Suba. So knowing that in 1797 they were going to be killed, they ran away to the islands. From Uganda, around Entebbe, Lake Victoria has got a lot of islands. Sese Islands, all those islands. So these fellows were moving to the islands. Then eventually they ended up in Mfangano Island. When they reached Mfangano Island, these are Bantus who have run away from Uganda. When they reached the island, they found the Luos. The Luos are settled. So these Luos get the Subas who come close to the Luos. Now they start interacting. The Luo will marry their women, and the women will talk the language of the husband. The Luo nature being dominant, these women will insist that for them to be married by the Suba, who did not have Luo characteristics of removing teeth or getting circumcised, they will insist that if you have not removed your 6 lower teeth, you are not circumcised, you cannot marry me. It made the Suba people change now. You stop circumcision, that's when you can get a Luo girl. You have to remove 6 lower teeth, that's when you can get a Luo girl. And then the language issues. You understand me? So over time, this dominance continued. But among the Suba, it was very bad on them, very unfair on them. Because when education came in with the Germans, European education came in Christianity. If you know the geography of Southern Nyanza, it was coming from Gandia, Migori area. Gandia, Omabe area. So as the Christianity was moving in, it was English, Swahili, and Luo. So the Suba, who had got in touch with the Luos, would now have to talk Luo. Christianity is Luo. So the Luo dominance came in. So much so that even the great man, Mboya, his father left that place to come to Kilimambogo. Way back before 1930, he was born in Kilimambogo. They were talking Luo. They were Subas. Even Tom was called Thomas Odhiambo Mboya. So they saw themselves as Luos. So Luo's dominance has been there. You understand? Going statistically now, the UNESCO data, I quoted in my book, I think the UNESCO report of the year 2014 shows that those who speak Suba language are 10,000. And the language is spoken by a child who is age 3. What you learn by age 3 is the mother tongue. The other ones you just come in.
Okay.
So those who talk it earn 10,000, which means it is fading. But they call themselves Suba, and they know their clans are Suba, and they're with the Luos. So that's the geography, the scenario in that place. Different from the other Nilotes, who like the Choli, Lubarate, so them they continue on their right side, similar to Luos.
Okay. So there's this myth, or I don't know how to put it. They say that Raila Odinga was from the Wanga Kingdom. How true is this?
It's true. See, I've mentioned how the Luos are moving uphill, not downhill, uphill.
Yes, uphill, yeah.
There are once the Ugenya, let me start with the people in Ugenya, who moved around Tororo and came in. They acquired the accent of a bit of the Wanga. So that if somebody from Ugenya is talking, you just see this is not the language, the Luo type of people from Game or Southern Nyanza. As they moved, the some Luos who went through the Wanga area, the Sakwa area group, and they also entered back into Luo. So they just passed through there, but they're Luos. Yeah.
Okay. So what was the motivation to work on this book?
Thank you very much. I'll talk about the motivation and also the findings.
Okay.
As a person, I never thought I would reach this far to write this book. 500-page book, a compendium of all about Luos. It's also on YouTube. So it's like a compendium of ecosystem. Because in YouTube you can hear people talk. Now the motivation of writing the book, is it? That's
Yes,
the question.
Yes.
Is that I had a lot of material through a local magazine cartoon called Madoko Team.
Okay. You can show.
That's the cartoon Madoko Team. Yeah, that's Madoko Team.
Yeah. Can hold it.
This magazine has been on for the last 20 years. The producers of this magazine, the editors, way back in 2002, when I used to work in National Bank as a marketing manager, you know, in the bank they think of the money, so I could finance a bit of adverts, and it continued. As the magazine was continuing, there was a time when at the back of the magazine I would create stories. I would write a story about the Mahia, story about Tudera Kango, story about Lala Kaband, all those things. And over 10 years, the stories were good for the youth. Come 2020, I had a lot of material. And someone told me, why don't you put it in the book? But I had a problem. Because if I combined it, put it in the book, nobody would believe my story. Because in the university, I read commerce. My PhD work is on international trade and econometrics, not this one. Then an idea came to my mind to give this book a statistical approach. That is, you get a sample from the population of 6 million and use that sample to infer on the entire population and then validate it.
Okay.
I used to be lucky, local station used to be called, invited to talk on economic issues. And I sent a word out that if there's anybody who knows about the Luo clans, how they are, please call me and invite you for a seminar. People called. Many people called. But the FM stations are a very powerful tool in this country. Because 70% of Kenyans listen to what the radios. So as people called, say in a place you say 4 people from a different clan call me, and I interview them online as we're talking, one of them will have a story which is similar to what we had written about the Luos. Which means that fellow qualifies to be a sample for my study. Then I got 27 people who are qualified to be the sample for my study. I invited them to Kisumu, at Kisumu 2020, for a discussion to tell me about the clans. When they came, I still gave it a statistical approach. Get the sample, ask this question to get reliability, then also consistency, then validity because all of them are there, and a record in a CD video. So when I got that, I came from Kisumu, I came with a small CD. You know, the CD is only 50 shillings. So in the first book, I put the CD, free CD.
This was in 2021?
2021.
Okay.
So there's free CD and the book is, the cover price is there. The CD was free.
All right.
So when I put that in the market, it exploded. We got sales beyond my expectation. And the challenges were many.
All right.
First, the sales were going very fast. People were buying. To understand that now, I saw it was going to get on my reputation, because if people buy old stocks and I cannot make any change, I would look like somebody didn't know what I was doing. So I had to make sure I got the feedback from people. The best thing I like on technology, this compact disc, the discs, the young men were complaining. Some say it's not working on machine. Some say I've lost one. I want a free one. But bought the book. It was not as expected. You know, many issues came in. So I had to address that problem. Still, the young men telling me now to address that problem, and technology is changing, put it in YouTube. So the next dictionary book had YouTube, which you can click and see. And when I talk with YouTube, it means anybody in the world would see it online at that time. So technology put me in a place where I couldn't belong. You understand?
So what is on YouTube? Is it the
YouTube,
interviews?
The interviews
with the
informants.
Okay.
They talked, so that's an interview.
Okay.
Which means, for example, somebody was talking about a Lego, and there's a story about a Lego. The fellow read about a Lego from the way I saw it and wrote it. Then you listen to what the informant is also saying. Another perspective, not translation. Another perspective, which means to the reader and listener, I've opened his mind. Does that make sense?
True.
So that's how the book went beyond. The issue of YouTube comes in. And then young men were telling, please tell us more. You did not cover this. You didn't, many things I had not covered earlier. So I'd bring them for them to see. And then at use of method of presentation was to change. One, I brought to pictorials. Pictures of the clan, the legends in the past, pictures of places like Seminyaima, places like Ohinga, historical site in Nyanza, and Kitumika. I took all those, put pictures in the book so that young men would know this is us. Then the book I've got illustrations, cheap illustrations for the clan arrangement. Start with the man at the top, the man, the female, the children, like that, up to the end, and the wives. So those are illustrations. Then I have pictures. I managed to get pictures, some of course from the people, others from museum, but all of them are put in. So that has come as a book. And then with my marketing knowledge and effort, I've managed to achieve the distribution beyond my expectation. So that's one thing. Okay. Lesson learned. 3 lessons learned. There are many, but let me say 3. In the book, there's a part I put a glossary about Luo words. Then there's a part I put how the Luos name their children. And my intention that when I was doing that book was the Luo young men to know their clans and then how they name their children. To my discovery is that people don't live as Luos alone, we live the others. So a girl Njeri, a girl Ndanu, or a girl Mumbi, who sees that book and reads the name of how Luos name the children, and she has a Luo boyfriend, she'll be interested in that. A friend of mine used to be in Karatina University in the council, around the Ihuagi, whatever it is, when Ihuagi, Mwangi, those areas, when they he's got a girlfriend from Luo, a Nyango from a clan called Ugenya, a Nyango is called from Sakwa, or from Bondo. He gets interested in the book because he wants to know where his girlfriend is coming from and where his wife will come from. So that discovery I did not know. Third, other communities are now using this to now write about their people because of storytelling. You get it?
Yeah.
It's different from the university writing. University writing, you are confined by supervisor and the lecturer. This is a framework, this is a reference, do it this way, otherwise I won't pass, it won't pass. But here I'm telling stories as it is. And I was telling stories, people make corrections, I improve them as it is, and the story gets in. Then the third one is technology. Technology has made it go beyond my expectation in life. In fact, I thank God for that, because as a person, I don't think I would have reached this far. So I must thank God for that.
You've mentioned books written in the academia. So what was there any response when your book came out from the professors, the lecturers, people who are in history, they are historians professionally? Was there any response from them about the book?
There was. The response came this way. Let me tell three scenarios. One was the response that perception, in the world, this is called perception. We have it in marketing called perception. From the word go, they look at my name. I'd written early books on marketing. I'm a commercial person who did commerce. They say this book is worthless, not worth reading.
Before they read it?
Yeah, dismiss. That's one.
They said this in public or among themselves?
Among themselves and fellows I was meeting.
Okay.
That I did not read. That's why I've not captured it properly. The ones who have done anthropology would question my study, but when I show them how I got the sample, then they would keep quiet, because I managed to get a sample more than they would have got if they were doing studies. Then three, because of my econometrics, I think I was putting jargon, put them off. I said, look, I did what's called t-test. In statistics, there's something t-test and chi-square. Let me give two examples. T-test, I take a sample, then project that sample to entire population. For example, in commercial world, if say you got general salaries in the country, I take a sample of a group of companies, see how much they're paying in terms of salaries, then I compare that to the salary of the whole country, isn't it? Then I can come with a reference salary. So in this case, I did the sample of those I had, the 27, and I used that as a reference for the entire population. T-test. Then there's what's called chi-square. In chi-square, to explain in simple terms, is that you're doing a study, you take a block of persons here and compare with this one. For example, in chi-square in groups, in the group I've got a group of people of a given clan. Nominal, isn't it? So somebody in one clan cannot be in the other clan. Do you get it? You understand that? Yeah, I do. Or a man from this side cannot be a woman. Or a Muslim cannot be a Christian. So I put them in clusters in the group for my study. You get it?
Yeah.
Then I was now going to what's called absolute numbers, ordinal. It's still a chi-square. Ordinal is that people here are absolute numbers, not fraction. You cannot be 1.5 to 1.5. You must be full fraction. Get it?
Yeah.
And if it's marriage, that's another one which comes in marriage. If, say, a man from a given clan marries a lady, after a relationship, the product is absolute, even the arrangement is absolute, isn't it? Now the product among the Luo belong to the father's side. The Luo patrilineal. That is patrilineal. In that the child is seen as the father's side, not the mother's side. So Luos is the man, not the woman. So even magicians over time were mainly men. But there's a place in Kadem, reported in Southern Nyanza, where one woman, is called, she became a chief, Manganya. Manganya was a chief because he was a great magician over time. When I'm talking of chiefs, is that when the white men came, they had to meet the persons of influence, and then they made them chiefs. Some became chiefs, others refused to become chiefs. So in South Nyanza, that lady Manganya was a chief of her time. And those chiefs were appointed because there were people in the society, there were people who had the influence, there were magicians, witch doctors, things like that.
Okay. So I see Raila Odinga is one of your informants in this book. So did you meet him and sit down with him, ask him questions? And how was that like?
I met him before we did the book. The late Raila, or let his soul rest in peace, he used to come to United Kenya Club. But I didn't tell you, I'm a director at United Kenya Club, the board.
Okay.
So normally there's a corner which you will be at that corner, we say hello to one another and we move on. That is one.
Okay.
Two, I met Raila much earlier in life. Much earlier, I think way back in 1974, when he was in the university, the Faculty of Engineering.
Okay.
And there's an uncle of mine called Charles Halo, who I've also mentioned here, who used to drink a lot with Raila. So the uncle would also call me, would be together. So we met many years ago.
Oh, you must have been in your 20s.
Yeah, those days were my 20s. Yeah. So we met many years ago. So now, come the time now I was doing the book, there's a part I showed him there to confirm, and he confirmed about the Sakwa people and the Semi people. There's a time this Sakwa people and Semi agreed they would be together to fight another group in the next day. But in the evening, the Sakwa people changed their mind, didn't go to the fight. Sakwa is where Raila comes from.
Okay.
So they were talking about it. So I showed him that part, looked at it and made a few corrections. Said, that's okay. So that means he was my informant.
Okay. So
And
he
I
was
liked-
very knowledgeable.
Oh yeah, he liked those things, knowledge. He liked.
Okay.
Yeah, he liked those things a lot. And of course, later on that he bought some of my books, and also one time when he was going to India, that's why he made me laugh. That he was, even with the book, they were going to India. So he told me, he decided to take the book to read on his way. You know, sometimes when I'm going on a safari, he said to come a book and read. So he read the book, and he told me that, you see, when I was there, we were showing them this Luo Clans. And I remember that time, this will confirm by his Onyango, and his PA Onyango, PA Railani, who, I've got his name. So the PA called, there's a thing, a book that I wanted, and the PA could not, I know his name, but let me not mention names here. The PA could not get it, so he called me, Dennis Onyango. Let me say the Dennis Onyango, Dennis is a friend of mine.
Okay.
So Raila wanted that book, because I think it was the reference book there. But he couldn't call me from India, but he could talk to Dennis easily. So I think he sent a word to Dennis, please get Okatch so that you get me this book. So Dennis called me, that where can I get that book? Then I referred him to Madaga bookshop in Kikuyu. So he went and got the book. That shows how Raila was close to this book. He was passionate about these issues. Yeah.
I see his brother Oburu is also an informant.
Yeah, Oburu is an informant, but not he was not as detailed as Raila. But as I told in the club, we meet to have a chat. So the days I was writing the book, you can go to a table, you say, I've done this. Somebody say, oh, do that. But it does not mean you do what he has told you, but you take that and then you see you have to compare. So that's how he was an informant. Even now, the later Shem Wandiga, Professor Wandiga, was passed on.
Okay.
I mentioned his name there. He was an informant when I was doing the book, and many others.
What was the nature of your primary informants? Were they elders? Were they... what was their... How did they come to have this knowledge?
You see, this knowledge is passed from generation to generation.
Okay.
And the older people tend to have more than the youth.
Okay.
So most of my informants, their ages were from, by then, from 60 onwards. Two have since passed on. Let the soul rest in peace. Even the one you see in the YouTube is an old man, is in about 85 or so. Normally I have to make sure I get in touch with them. Although the challenge I have also with my informants from outsiders is that they're raiding my informants to get more information and giving them peanuts, not enough money. But I always tell them, if somebody comes, insist on getting minimum what I give you 10,000 so that he can talk to you. But people, because of what I did and in YouTube, some people also go to informants to find out and they write theirs. But they were good people, and I appreciate all the informants wherever they are. And I'm in touch with most of them up to now.
How many clans does the Luo have?
In the book here I put 27, but 27 main ones. Then the subclans. Let me give an example. Take Karachonyo, South Nyanza Karachonyo. One of the biggest clans. There's a man called Rachonyo. He had 5 wives, and the 5 wives had, I put them as clans. Then within that there are subclans. Home families in one way or another, who should not marry one another. So those are now subclans. So the clans are broadly at 27, but subclans now are more. They might even more than what I've done, because of space. I would just capture what I would capture. It's like I was telling the book of Moses. You know Moses, when he wrote about the Jews, the Pentateuch. Show them where they came from, how they're moving, and then the families where houses were settling, house of Josephat, house of what, that kind of thing. So it's more or less thing we've done here for people to learn. It's a story for people, not historical text.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've told me that you worked on this book in 2021.
Yeah.
This was the first edition, the publishing. So you must have worked on this during COVID. So did the COVID-19 pandemic, the lockdown, did it have something to do with motivating you in terms of now you had some time to reflect and think of writing a book?
No, it didn't. The COVID time, what did I gain from the COVID time? I think my background there, you see, I used to be a director at Kenyan Insurance Corporation. Then to call the old man, I'd spent about 500,000 shillings.
Okay.
To get that money, in the civil servants, they'll tell you that when you want to make money, you go on a safari per diem. So I was taken on a safari in Singapore. And in Singapore, of course, per diem was about $1,000 per day. You know, salaries revenue commission, per diem depend on where you're going. Like US, I think $600, Dubai $800, but Singapore is the best at that time. It was $1,000 per day. So I go to Singapore on a training, $1,000 per day. I changed not to sleep in a 5-star hotel, but a normal small hotel, 3,000 or 4,000. Singapore is a clean place. A 2,000 shillings hotel is good, very good.
$2,000
shillings, shillings, $20, $20. You go for $20. Hotel wait $20.
Yes.
It's good hotel.
Yes.
Right? Bed and breakfast.
There are $20 hotels in Singapore.
In the whole world, even I think US you get.
Then Kenya must be very expensive.
No, it depends where you want to go.
Because
in Kenya,
even with
$20 is how much?
Airbnb, 3,000.
$20 is how much? 3,000 shillings.
No, I mean like in Kenya, even with 3,000 shillings, you might not get a very good Airbnb.
Why?
So, okay, it depends.
I go to YWCA.
Yes.
YWCA are paying less.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. But it depends where you want to be. So it was cheaper.
Okay.
So I had a lot of savings by 2019.
Yes.
So when I came back with the money,
yes,
I used to pay the informants, call them, and
yes.
So COVID didn't affect me much.
Okay. Okay. So your money has come back.
Thank you very much for that question. Many people ask me about it. Like the other day,
you said you spent $500,000.
The other day, this Mushime, we met at a funeral. He was asking, "Oh, Felix, you buy your books, you make a lot of money." And then I told him, "Look,
I'm sure it has come back.
I've not been poor. My father gave me enough to go to school."
Yes.
No, I'm just,
Yes.
My father died when I was young, but I had insurance policy. So I went to school, up to finish university. Our time, the jobs were there, so you can't be say you're poor.
Yes.
You agree with me? So luckily I've been.
Yes.
But the book has given more of a name than the money.
Okay.
The money which has come in, of course, I intend to put a foundation that when I die, the money will go to pay for like Nobel Prize payment for some children in some school.
Okay.
That's one thing. In fact, going forward, when I pass on, I think I'm doing my foundation. The money will go towards that kind of arrangement.
Okay.
Yeah. Because at least what God has given me and you, we can always have coffee and tea, isn't it? And call it a day.
Okay.
So I thank God for that.
All right. So what about these legends? It's people like Guru Mahia, Rwanda Magere, such, or do you also include the modern legends like Raila, Mboya? What is your definition of a legend?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
In the book, in fact, the space I put somewhere, I've defined what legends are, like being persons who are talked about for a long time. Famous persons in their times and beyond.
Okay.
Like Jesus was famous his time, isn't it? Kenyatta was famous his time.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Those were admired by many. The warriors, Lala Kabanda, you were warriors. Ambrose of Fafa was a warrior. Ambrose of Fafa. Because he was killed because during more time. Then I said those who have left unforgettable impression on their people. Some even in terms of education. Take somebody like Thomas Odhiambo, who did so much on his CPE. He's done so much. You can't forget him easily, isn't it? David Wasau, man of science of his time, Professor Goat, those kind of things. The musicians, Musa Juma, Okatch Bigi, footballers, that's what the legends mean.
Okay.
So I put that, what those people have got influence on the people at a time. How do you know a legend is somebody people talk about?
Okay.
You go to a community, they tell you, this guy was known, this guy was known. So that's how I identify the legends.
Okay.
Like Obama, he was not here, he became president of US, but his home is Alego, and he talks of being Alego Kogelo. All Luos have their legends, their clans in terms of micro. You get Raila, his time was telling him I'm Sako, but this clan. You get Obama, he tell you I'm from Alego, but Alego Kogelo. You get me, I tell you from Game, Karari. So that's how Luos are.
Okay.
Yes.
So every you said a legend is a person in his time, right?
A person who during his time is talked about beyond.
Okay.
Let me give the Bible. Jesus,
Yes.
when he was alive, there's not much. They even killed him. But when people like Saul changed to Paul, and then started preaching to Thessalonians, Romans all over, he became a legend, isn't it?
Okay.
The times of the Jews also, after Moses and then passing on, the people who were Bakuk, Amos, all that, those were theirs.
Okay.
The time, if you come to Kenya, also the time after independence, towards independence, we have people fighting for independence. There's Kenyatta, Mboya, Abiskode, Jike, Kariuki, Wakina Rubia, Wakina Matiba, all those moving. Raila also comes in among other people. Those are legends.
Okay. So the great man of his time was Raila. In the modern time.
Modern time, yeah.
Yes.
He was Raila.
Before that was his father?
His father was, but his father was the same group with the Mboya.
Okay.
His father, same group with the Chemuniko. They were the first fellow cabinet ministers.
All right.
About that time, there was Ayodo. There were about 4 or 5 Luos who were in the cabinet. Yeah. So
now in Raila's time, does he stand alone, or are there others similar to his father who are standing with him as the great man of his time?
Raila's time, he stands out as a man from political side. You understand that?
Okay.
During Raila's time, there are scientists like Thomas Odhiambo comes in Isipe. Also a legend, isn't it? You get the point? During his time, the musicians also come in as legends.
Like who?
Musicians like Okatch Bigi, Kabasela, Messiani, and many others, and Ramogjo and many others. During that time, there's this lady, Grace Onyango, who becomes the first woman mayor in 1966. You understand? You get that point? Okay. So those are the people talk about them. There are many legends around that time. It can't be one person.
All right. There were no other politicians who were legends in Raila's time?
I think that, his time is dominant. And you see, as a legend...
His father was not dominant in that same sense?
His father was...
After Mboya, that is?
After Mboya, the father, the assassination of Mboya, then they lose.
The father was no longer in politics.
No longer in politics.
In the parliament.
No.
Okay.
After first there was cabinet, the Luos.
Yes.
You had Wanga Kingdom, the father was the vice president. You had Richard Achimgo was the minister for communications. You had Ayodo was the minister. Then you had Mboya.
Yes.
There were 4.
Yes.
Isn't it? I think there were 4. Then they move on together. They are together.
And Achimgo?
Achimgo.
Yes.
Achimgo.
Yes, okay.
So come 1966, the differences between Kenyatta and Raila, Wanga Odinga comes in, the famous Limuru conference, so the others move off, Mboya is still here.
Yes.
Because Mboya knew that this arrangement, I'll be the president, we'll work it out. Then unfortunately, he's assassinated.
Yes.
Then based on assassination, things get haywire.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
So of course, politics of Kenya will move on. Now that time, who would have been the legends? Those in academia. Because now politics were not there. Who would move on? Those in football. You understand? So every time things change.
Okay. What about now? What about now that Raila has passed on? What do you see in the Luo landscape in terms of great humans? Is it too early to
No, you're right. I'll talk about it.
Yes.
If you read a book of Shakespeare, William Shakespeare,
yes.
There's a part he said greatness comes in 3 ways.
Okay.
One, a king who comes by conquering. Because we're not talking elections. Elections are just a king conquers. Then another one, inheritance. His son comes and inherits. Then another one will come up by chance or fate puts him where he's not supposed to be, but he becomes a king. The way fate has put me, I'm a king among the Luo. Fate. Why? Because I've got all about the Luo now in a document, written and in my brain. 2, because of this, I can reside among the whole Luo on a given platform. Now, and as long as I live. The politicians, after elections, they'll be finished. Next year, nobody will be there. I think I'll be alone. Hence the Luo kingpin.
Oh, you are the Luo kingpin?
Yeah, they'll all be gone.
Okay.
You know, politics is 5-year term. If you're elected, you stay. If you're not,
are you vying?
No. King doesn't serve for election.
Kingpin doesn't.
A king is not elected. Come on, Derek.
Is that
a king comes by either birth or certain achievements or inheritance.
Is that what they
in my
call,
case, more is inheritance.
Is that what they call the care? The care.
Care was coming because like someone leading, like a guy leading people for a while. But mine is not care, it's king.
Okay. So
that means I can put them together because of that arrangement, not ruling.
Yes.
Because of that, you see, even if you look at the Bible, after Moses and all the others, now they are their fellows who are always now riding people, isn't it?
Yes.
The prophet so and so. I'm not a prophet, of course, but so and so leading them as they wait for the next one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So now, after the election, all these fellows will be cleared. Who else?
It is you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then their life is on chance. Is what? You know, an elected person is chance, isn't it? You talk about you, praise you at the top, but then meet you fail election, Eric will make question. Nobody will greet you. You get the point?
Yes, yes.
But they'll still ask me about the book.
So as the king, can you tell the Luo where to vote?
I can. Where to go?
Where to vote?
For now, they should watch.
Yes.
In football, okay, now you've brought it over. Let me put that in football.
Yes,
I'll put now Kenyan politics, we're all Kenyans. Even in football. There was this great football team called from Jama. It was 1978 World Cup 74. Holland, very good team that time. Total football. You go with the ball up to the end when you're about to score, but if you're not sure of scoring, come back. Set it. Move on. Even now they do the setting. Isn't it? Looking at Kenya politics, they know after Raila there's nobody. After Raila would put all of them together from Migori, from Homa Bay, from Kisumu, Siaya, one man would bring them all together. He would say, do this, and they follow. But unfortunately, he's gone. Those who have remained after him are not doing it. There's much of quarreling, isn't it? They don't even know the purpose going ahead. Even if you look at Kenya politics as it is now, there are 3 blocks who know what they want. Come to central Kenya. There might be chaos, but they know what they want and their direction. You agree?
True.
Come to Cumberland. We lost, everything has not been right. This is the time we are here. We have to be one to be something. 2. Come to my friends in Kisii. They always make sure they don't leave one another out. You got it?
Yeah.
But my people and the lawyers, it is scattered. And they're going to get more scattered. Now they're quarreling, they're fighting.
They've lost the ship.
They've lost the ship. So the best thing is that they should go back to retreat. As they go back, the Luos come to the king. Let's wait. Our time will come, but not now.
Okay.
Because if all of them were with Raila at that time and he couldn't make it, how can they make it now?
But if you are the kingpin, this is your time.
This is my time to tell them, let us go back, re-examine ourselves.
Okay.
The field is not right for you to play. You might be hurt for nothing.
Okay.
And you'll regret. Let's go back, our children, go to school, get economic activity, get to this. Make sure you are part and parcel of change going forward. You don't lose it. Okay. In Uganda, let me give you an example in Uganda. I grew up in Uganda. There's a Banyankole in Uganda.
Yes.
There's one who was a great friend of my late father, and I read about them. In Uganda, Banyankole near Bushenyi area there, There's a group there who know how to be close to power. When Obote was in power, they were close with Obote and Get. When Idi Amin was in power, they were there. Even now with Museveni, they are gaining. There's a group in Uganda there. So you watch.
Yes.
So that your children get something moving forward. Then a time will come for you to fight. But for my community now, let them go back and come to the king, then we put ourselves together.
Yeah. So during this, Raila, after he died,
Yes.
there was a lot of learning for Kenyans about the Luo community,
Yes.
about how they choose their leaders, about how the leaders emerge. So there was this word which kept being repeated, Juogi.
Ah, okay.
They said that the Juogi would determine who would come after Raila. So what is this Juogi? What is it about?
Juogi is fate. Magician, fate.
Okay.
Jabilo. You know, a magician would say, if you're meant to do something, it's fate, it comes to you and you get it.
Oh, so it is not a spirit.
Spirit, call it, but it's an hand which you cannot hold on. It just comes. The way it has come to me with this book, I didn't come to be here.
Yes.
Me, I knew I was doing my other things.
It's what they call predestination.
Call it. Yeah, predestination or fate. I'll quote Niccolo Machiavelli.
Okay.
Niccolo Machiavelli, in his book The Prince, Niccolo Machiavelli,
Yes.
there's a part he wrote that the longer you live, the more you realize that life depends on fate. Me and you.
Okay.
There are some people you are in class, in school, who are very bright, who are the best ever. When you come out, God gives you more than He's given them.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yes.
You wonder why? Not that something wrong, but fate. It's fate which puts you in a place where you are not supposed to be, but you take advantage of it and move ahead. The way fate has put me this book here, and I'm taking advantage to make sure the Luos come together and relook at ourselves.
Okay.
It takes time to relook at ourselves for the future posterity.
Okay.
Yeah, so that joke is the fate.
All right. So now after you've published the book, you've sold many copies, you went on to do more editions of the book.
Yes.
Second edition, now you're in the third edition.
I'm doing the fourth one.
And you're doing a fourth one.
To be out next year.
So there are more things that you're adding.
Yes.
Okay.
For example, let me give you two cases of what I'm adding extra.
Okay.
When I did this edition, Raila was just one of the legends, isn't it?
Okay.
I didn't give him much attention because he was just like the others. But now what has happened is need to give him more attention. So that means I'll give him 2 or 3 pages in the next edition. So that means the next edition should be like that. Have more, isn't it?
Okay.
And then late last year, we lost Professor Good, great man of his time, from my place, Game. I come from Game. Now, it means that I should give more attention to the book, which I would have not done earlier.
All right.
You get the point?
Yeah.
There's one also called Reverend now, Reverend Canon Apindi. One of the first reverends, All Saints Church here, way back in the 60s. He passed on. Nobody thought much about him. But now that I got more information about him, I put him in the book, which means I'm getting more information.
Okay.
And also my fellow the Luos, I've written this book. People now are volunteering more information to me and pictures. You know, the Europeans took some of our pictures in Pitt's Museum in London. But our people, there are some pictures who are kept on the walls, houses. So and so was the king, look at him. When the release came, so and so was the driver of the queen, things like that. So most people are volunteering much of these pictures to me. So I'll add to the book. So that justifies the next edition being more information. But the price will be the same.
Okay.
As we told the price is the same because the aim is that once we get this book, use this money for foundation to help people in school.
Okay.
Not to sikukula tumekula kutosha ndugu.
Yes.
What is that to eat now?
Yeah, so we are told that Kenya has over 40 communities, 40 ethnic communities, 40 tribes. And the way it works is that each community is almost a nation. It's a nation in itself, right? So what you've done here is also, in a sense, a book for the Luo nation, right? So do you think it is ever possible for Kenya to have a book like this? Do we have a Kenyan nationhood right now, maybe 60-something years after independence? Do we have a Kenyan nationhood that is separate or also interdependent with our ethnic nationalities?
It's not easy in Kenya. I'll give an example of Kenya, Nigeria, and US. Because in Kenya we are different.
Okay.
Different tribes, different outlook, different historical backgrounds, we are different. The colonial masters, after Berlin Conference, put us together and classified as one. So that's it's not easy in Kenya. Come to Nigeria. When we talk of Nigerians, obviously Nigerians coming here, they're not Nigerians of the north. In Nigeria, there's Igbo, Yorubas in the upper southern part towards Atlantic. But the majority of Nigerians are Fulanis. They're like Maasai people, cattle herders. They form more population than these other ones. But you see these other ones more.
Okay.
But if you put them together, they also have their wars. Come to US, it can be one. Even the king mentioned the other day when he was in New York. In US, it was land conquered, free land. These fellows came to remove the Red Indians. And it's a place where it's a new settlement scheme. Language can be one. Democracy can work. You'll poor because you're one. Although in US also they have the differences, the Spanish, the English, and the other are different. So there it's easier because it was a conquered land. And language is one. But here we had those differences. So you can't have that. In fact, in Kenya, going by this book, each community should be able to write theirs, another lessons learned. I've done the Luo one. Based out of this, the way I've done it, somebody should do the Kikuyu one, should be the Embu one, should be the Kamba, should do the Kisi, Masai, and the Lotia. So that's one lesson learned from here. You know, with the knowledge, you don't go with it, you share it. And a rich uncle of mine used to tell me that knowledge, share, but money keep to your pocket. And told me that there's nothing as good as having money, and the people you're talking with don't have money, you have money, they don't know. Life is good. So he said with money you keep, but knowledge you share. That's why I'm sharing this one. So other communities will do the same. Lessons from here. Yeah. So that's my contribution to knowledge as well, isn't it? Yeah.
Did you ever meet other historians like Bedwell Ogot?
I did. I did. When I was doing the book, in fact, the time I was doing the draft, one of the informants there was my high school, primary school teacher. And he called me and said, Felix, for you to do this book, let Professor Got write the forward. I said, yes. And Got was at home because we come from near the same place. So I was told to write a letter to him. Then I wrote a letter for him to see me. We did the letter. On the day we went with the letter, I think he was unwell, so he told his sleeping come the next day. But the next day was to come to Nairobi. So I went and saw his contemporary, Professor William Ochieng, Professor Ochieng Lawrence Mboya, who taught me in high school. I was a professor of history, and I told him what was happening. So he said, in that case, let me do the forward to you because the old man is a bit busy. So he did the forward to me. He even wrote a chapter on anthropology. And he taught me many things. In fact, I realized I didn't know much when I was writing. He was doing correction, do this one, write this is not right. You know, I don't know if you've had a case where your teacher is teaching you. We used to teach in high school, but Nafanya Makosi is about to slap you. You tell, come on, what's wrong with you? Can't you hear what I'm telling you? You know, that kind of thing. So I could go back, then listen to what he was saying, polished it, and did the book, the forward. It's called Professor Lawrence Ochieng Mboya. He's still alive, 80 years old man. He's a good man. I talked to him yesterday, and I always talk to him when I have a chance. So he did the forward to the book, and I'm proud that in this book, me and him, we are like head and neck. We are together. Yeah.
Okay. So what next for you?
Next, enjoy life.
No, are you writing another book or just more editions?
It's like, I don't know why, even writing inside the edition, it was not in my mind. You know, there's some things in life, Eric, which when you do, You reach a level, you say, now after this, nimechoka. I won't try again. But it comes. There's a friend of mine, he's a rich man in town. He's got a lot of buildings in Nairobi. We meet occasionally talking.
Okay.
When I was writing the book, he was envious about me. The book, me was envious about him, about his writing, his buildings. He says, mimi nikijenga nyumba moja nimaliza, tena nataka nijenge ingine, tena nyingine. So he does not know when it's ending, isn't it? So me, when I did, I told him, Mr. Kwandiki, after this one is enough. So my level, my thoughts now, God giving me chance. The way it has come should be enough. Since I've made sure that the money will go to assist in education of children, I'll be remembered more years after I've gone. So is that the book comes in, there's a foundation, my family is running the foundation from the sales, and there's a percentage they must give to that school to give prizes every year, the way Nobel Prize has gone. And that is, and I'm lucky God made me live this far and do this. I wouldn't have reached this far. Yes.
Okay, so this book, who are buying it more? Is it the youth, the older people, the middle age? Who is more interested in, who has more of the thirst to learn these things?
Thank you for that question. When I was doing it, I thought my generation would be very interested.
Yes.
Now, two things have made me know that actually it's not my generation.
Okay.
One is on YouTube.
Okay.
Then scan, keyword card scan. Then they'll show you who has scanned the book in Android, in desktop, in this was Android, desktop, and
Apple. Yes.
Apple. No, it's Apple. Is it Apple? iPhone. Yeah.
Yes.
So they show me. The report comes every month to me, by the way, through technology, that in this area, this number accessed through iPhone, this number accessed through Android, and desktop. And it will just show that Android, this other part of the town, desktop in the middle of the city because they're in town. Then so Android, which one? The top one, iPhone, the other side, So that makes and then out of showing where it has been accessed, then the demographic shows. So most of the people between age 24 to 25 who are looking at the book. I didn't know that one. That's one. Two, at an exhibition on Luo heritage at United Kenya Club, I decided to host that exhibition to understand more.
When was that?
That was 2 months ago.
Okay.
And I'll invite for the next one because the next one is coming in August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It came with the time when there was rain in Nairobi. People were dying because of rainfall was hurting many people.
Oh, yeah.
But I decided to do it so that I learn. So we had the exhibition. I called people. They attended. Sponsors brought in the money because the sponsors were bookshops selling books. People also come to display the books and other institutions. And they were buying tables. They paid. They came to the exhibition. We invited many people to came to the exhibition. We ended up getting about 200 persons who came in. Now, what did I discover here? Because when you get the data, we put the demographics, whatever it is. So I realized most of them are people between 30 to 50. Now, as I was watching the audience, they were not my generation. Find young men, he would come alone. Young ladies, single parents come with child. Single father come with the mtoto yake. Another case, a couple coming with the children. And they would, because it was pictorials, they would ask, who was Oginga, who is Raila, who was Rwanda Magere, who was Mahia, what is Simbi Nyaima, who was Musa Juma, who was this position. They were asking. And it was like at that time, the Luo Council of Elders in Nairobi, I appreciate them a lot. They attended and they were showing the youth where these fellows are. It was pictorial, like a museum. At the end of it, I felt happy. I achieved something. And that shows me that the fellows interested are the youth, people between 20 and 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your service.
Yeah. Thank you.
To the community.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know you said that your foundation will outlive you.
Yes.
But this book will outlive you and your foundation.
I think you're right there.
Yes. This book, especially now that a lot of the culture and history is being forgotten. So with this book, I'm sure the Gen Z and the next generation,
Yes.
they will be using this book to create content.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
true,
they will create content.
Yes, yes.
I see that. Like young people use these historical books to create content and
yeah.
educate other people.
Okay.
So they also
Yeah,
benefit
it's true,
in
yeah.
that process. So asante sana for...
This is what Netflix uses also to make.
Yes. Oh, even a movie, yeah?
Yeah, Netflix uses this to make movies. Yeah.
To make a movie
Movies,
about Rwanda
About
Magere.
Magere,
Yes.
about Gor Mahia,
Yes.
about Raila,
Yes.
about Mboya. Yeah,
Yes,
they would.
yes,
Yeah.
Yes. So thank you so much for coming on the show
Yeah.
and sharing your knowledge
Yes.
generously.
Thank you, Eric. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for hosting me as well.
Yes.
Yeah, we've learned more from one another.
I've learned more from you. So that was Felix Okatch. Felix O. Okatch. EBS, I forgot to say that.
Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah,
Elder of the Burning Spear.
Yeah.
This is Luo Clans and Legends. And this is Conversations in Literature. I was your host, Miyamoto Muswahili or Eric Rogara. This show is sponsored by Nairobi Academic Press. And if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, the Roaring Simba Network, don't forget to do so immediately after this. And if you have questions, if you have thoughts, please share them. Do share them on the comment section. We are going to respond to them very promptly. Until next time.